So I did say in my last video that I was going to be breaking down this fight, and yeah, we're about to do this. But first off, Charles Oliveira, what are you doing, bro? This guy's literally Volkanovski maxing after Islam head kicked him. And funny enough, that was in the first round as well. Why are you coming back so early, man? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing, bro? And it's coming back to fight Fiziev. I said Dan Hooker, bro. You could have came back and fought Dan Hooker instead. Why are you fighting this guy? This is so much worse of a matchup. Like, it's not even funny anymore, bro. Like, and I've been seeing so many posts online about, that this is gonna be like a Tony Ferguson level fall off and stuff like that. I'm here to tell you that, no. I don't know who to pick yet, because look, if the Topuria fight never happened and Charles just fought Fiziev, I would pick Charles in a heartbeat. I'll be saying, bro, Charles absolutely destroys this guy. Like, what are you doing? I think Charles would smoke this dude. But he is coming off a brutal KO loss and is coming back 3 months later. This guy's literally like Volkanovski, bro. Hey, but I actually respect the activity from Charles. Hey, and I respect Fiziev, like, his activity as well. I know Dan Hooker wanted this fight in November. Dan Hooker, bro, you're not getting it. Bro, you're not getting what you want. I would do, like, Dan Hooker versus, I don't know now. Like, bro, my entire video is practically useless, the one I made yesterday. So, yeah, let's talk about this fight. Oh, yeah, and also I'm going to be doing a breakdown for the upcoming card with Hernandez versus Dolidze as well. So, please stay and watch this video. So, let's talk about this fight now. Charles. If you asked me, like, what is a fight Charles would come back, like, if he had, like, a Tony Ferguson level fall off and he would lose, it would be against Rafael Fiziev. Now, I'm not gonna say that Fiziev, like, beats Charles right now. Yeah, bro, and I actually don't know who to pick, though. Like, this is so close. It's so close, man. I genuinely don't know who to pick in this fight. Because, like, Rafael Fiziev also has really good Muay Thai. Also has, like, negative head... Nah, not negative head movement, but, like, he's got that Muay Thai head movement. And they're just, like, standing. And Fiziev looked... I don't think his cardio is going to be too much of a problem against Charles Oliveira. Because, he looked... I'm pretty sure, like, 30-27 Bahamondes and fought at a pretty good pace. And that Justin Gaethje fight was on short notice, but even before that, he did gas out against Gaethje in the first fight. And I've also been seeing the people that are picking Charles Oliveira, they're saying stuff like, oh, because Justin Gaethje beat him, Charles should beat him. No. This is a completely different fight. And you kind of have to look at this matchup for what it is. This matchup is Rafael Fiziev, a lot faster than Oliveira. Oliveira, who's declined not a lot. Actually, no. Yeah, he's declined a fair bit since he beat Beneil Dariush. Like, at that point, he, like, lost his speed after that win. And, bro, I remember the people, like, really wanted to see this fight back in the day. And we're getting it at the worst possible time. That's a side tangent. Let's talk about this again. Rafael Fiziev is going to be a lot faster than Charles Oliveira. He's going to be really hard to take down. I'm pretty sure Gamrot went, like, 1 out of 7 for takedowns against Fiziev. But I will say this. I think Rafael Fiziev's way to victory here is to not what's the word? Overexert himself? Is that the word? Yeah, I think Rafael Fiziev should just try to be very patient and, like win by decision, maybe. But we all know Charles Oliveira is not going to let that happen. And I think this is a guy where Charles can actually walk forward against. And I also thought Fiziev was going to move down to featherweight as well, so... this is going to be weird, bro. Yeah, Charles Oliveira's... like, I do think Oliveira, when he shoots... I don't think he'll be able to get Fiziev down, but I think he'll be able to bully him in the clinch. Because Charles is going to be way bigger, way girthy... Forget what I said. It's going to be way bigger is gonna be a lot stronger than Rafael Fiziev. Fiziev's borderline of featherweight right now, and in the clinch, Charles has really good clinch knees. And the problem that Fiziev had in his fight against Justin Gaethje was the clinch, like uppercuts, clinch knees. And I think a guy like Charles Oliveira, who in my opinion is levels above Gaethje in the clinch, I think Charles Oliveira is going to be able to bully Rafael Fiziev in the clinch and beat him up a little bit. And I also think Charles might have the cardio advantage. Look, I don't know, like, he went 5 rounds in, like, a fight before the Topuria fight, but it was against a washed-up Michael Chandler, so I think level of competition matters when you're talking about, cardio and stuff like that. Because Khamzat Chimaev was beating that breaks off Gilbert Burns in, like, round 3 of their fight, gassed out against Usman in, like, round 3. Actually, no, that's a pacing problem, never mind. And Charles versus Chandler, they fought at a pretty slow pace. I think this fight's going to be pretty decently high-paced. Like, I don't think it's going to be as high-paced as, like, Charles versus Topuria, Charles versus, Dariush, Islam, Gaethje. I don't think it's going to be as fast as those. It's probably going to be faster than him versus Sarukian, but, like, because I feel like Fiziev's not going to be super aggressive. But I think if he wants to get a finish against Charles Oliveira, he's going to have to be super aggressive early on. And I think this is going to be a fight where we finally see Chinny Oliveira again, where he gets dropped like 3 times in the first round and comes back and knocks him. This is 100% the fight. Charles would just get dropped and come back and win. Because Fiziev is a really good striker. I don't think Fiziev hits hard though. Like, I don't think he's just going to flatline Oliveira outright. I don't think, like, Fiziev's, like, I don't rate his power that highly. Like, this guy fought Justin Gaethje at the worst point in his career. Literally landed a spinning wheel kick on Gaethje's face and did nothing to Justin. And that was Justin Gaethje after getting flatlined by Max Holloway, bro. And yeah, I still don't know who to pick though. Like, it's so 50-50, bro. Like, Charles Oliveira's, I don't think his striking is gonna be as effective as it was against, like, Michael Chandler and stuff like that. But I also know that if Charles can rock Fiziev and take this fight to the ground, that's an instant finish for Oliveira, I reckon. Because Fiziev's grappling, like, look, his takedown defense is really good, but, like, bro, the guy literally has, like, movie takedown defense. Like, in movies and shit, you see this guy, like, doing flips and stuff like that. Like, in that Gamrot fight, that's what it reminds me of. And yeah, such a, like, this has always been a hard matchup for Charles. I'm gonna be real with you. And let me see their reach and leg reach. So Charles is obviously gonna be the longer guy. We all need this. Yeah, maybe he can use his size to bully Rafael Fiziev, but I don't know. This is very 50-50 though. If this guy just came back on December, like he was supposed to, like he said he would, he would have, like, destroyed Fiziev, but he didn't. Well, he could have just fought Dan Hooker, bro. Now that was Dan Hooker supposed to fight. Like, bro, that was such an easy fight to make, and now, I don't know. I also seen, like, that Ilya versus Justin Gaethje, it's not announced, but it got, like, leaked. Not leaked, but, like, it's, I don't know the guy's account on Twitter, but I did see, like, a post on it about Topuria and Gaethje fighting in December. Brother, how are you coming back later than the guy you brutally knocked out in the first round? What is that logic, man? Like, what's that logic? Why are you coming back so early? No, not early, crap, late. Like, let's be real, but there was no reason for Topuria not to headline this pay-per-view in Chicago, bro. There's literally no reason for him not to. This guy is so inactive, bro. I actually can't be asked with him. And Charles, this is gonna be a really hard fight for Charles, I reckon. Early pick now, I would probably lean towards Oliveira because we all know Oliveira's the better fighter. Like, come on now. Like, this, but like, bro, I can also pick Fiziev. I am picking Charles by round 5, maybe round 4 submission, maybe even a round 4 or 5 TKO, where I can see him rocking Fiziev with an uppercut. or like a right hand in the clinch. Just in the clinch, he walks Fiziev and gets on him and tries to finish the fight from there. But yeah, good fight, I guess. Terrible turnaround. Charles versus Fiziev. I'm going Charles. Now let's talk about the upcoming card. Yeah, this fight. I'm only gonna be breaking down the main and co-main. I do not care about, like, let's be real, bro. The main and co-main, they're the only fights that matter on this card. Like, bro, the rest of this card's legitimately non-existent. It's non-existent. Like, this is not even a card, bro. Nah, bro, I'd rather watch WWE over this shit. Well, now let's talk about this fight. Steve Erceg versus Osbourne. So we got flyweight Dominic Reyes versus. I'll be real with you guys. I've never seen an Osbourne fight. This guy fights so early in the prelims while I'm dead asleep. So never seen Osbourne fight somebody. So I'll be real. I'm casual maxing right now. I'm gonna be picking Steve Erceg to win this fight. I don't know how, but he should get it done. And because I'm being biased because I'm Australian, so let's go, Steve. Well, let's talk about this main event now. Well, let me try it. Yeah, there we go. Let me try talking about this without sounding like a hater. Anthony Hernandez will win. Not because he's good, but because Dolidze is not that good, and Dolidze should not be ranked in the top 10. I'm picking Anthony Hernandez. I don't think Anthony Hernandez is that good. I don't think he's ever becoming champion. I said it. I don't think this guy's ever becoming champion. I think this guy's the most overrated middleweight right now. I don't think he's that good, but I think he will beat Roman Dolidze. Like, he should at least beat Roman Dolidze. Like, Dolidze's like 37 years old, bro. And Dolidze's not that good as well. But the only thing I'm worried about in this matchup is that Dolidze has really good jiu-jitsu, but that's about it. I see this being like more like a cardio mogging performance. And I think the size difference is going to play a factor. Like, I think Dolidze is going to win the early rounds. Because obviously Hernandez in the early rounds gets nothing but fucked up by everybody. Especially by Brendan Allen. This guy made Brendan Allen look like a world beater, bro, in that first round. What should I say about Dolidze? Yeah, Dolidze, like, his fighting against Vittori, like, come on, bro, you beat Vittori. This guy beat the guy who just beat Vittori. Now, I'm not trying to use MMA math here, but I'll be real, Brendan Allen did show Vittori levels in that fight, and Anthony Hernandez and Brendan Allen, I'll be real, Anthony Hernandez only won that fight because Brendan Allen's an idiot. He only won that because, bro, Brendan Allen could have won that fight if he just fought, like, optimally, bro. If he just fought with a brain, but we all know Brendan Allen doesn't have a brain. So this fight, I see it being like a 49-46, maybe 48-47 for Hernandez, where he, like, gets out-grappled in the first round. And also, the striking is like night and day. Like, the striking difference between these two. And, I think this fight will actually be a little competitive. I think it's gonna be more competitive than people are expecting it to be. Yeah, I am picking Anthony Hernandez by decision. I think he's gonna lose round 1. He's gonna get out grappled. He's gonna get out struck. Actually, no, he's gonna win the striking, but he's gonna get out grappled. And then round 2, 3, 4, and 5, he's just gonna be pushing the pace. He's gonna be outboxing him a lot. He's gonna be backing him up to the fence, taking him down. I don't think he's gonna hold down Dolidze, but I think he's gonna grapple in a way like how Marab does it, where he's gonna let Dolidze get up so he can avoid the submission attempts. I also think he's gonna camp in Dolidze's guard every time he takes him down. I think it's gonna be like not that entertaining of a fight, but it'll be pretty good of a fight, I guess. Like, it'll be okay. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. It'll be okay. But this main event, I'm going with Anthony Hernandez. Co-main event, I am going Steve Erceg. Please, bro. Please, Steve Erceg win. I don't want this to be another Dominic Reyes level fall off, bro. That would be so sad. And me personally, I don't need that, bro. I don't want that to happen. Even though I was rooting for Moreno, I picked Moreno to beat him as well. But I did pick this dude to beat Kai Kara France, and he gets absolutely slumped. Steve, bro, just please win. Bro, this is like, dude, just on off of vibes, bro. Oda Osbourne's probably gonna win this, but we all know Steve should actually win. But let's go back to the other fight, the Charles fight. Yeah, man, I am absolutely terrified for Charles Oliveira. I feel like I just have to say I'm absolutely terrified for this guy. But hey, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Follow my Twitter. It's gonna be in my channel links. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna be doing a post card. Like I'll be doing a recap of the card in like 2 days, like in like 3 days. From now, like maybe not right after the card, something like a day or two after. But I will definitely be doing a recap of the main and co-main. I'll be real. I don't care. I do not care about the rest of that card. I don't care that Andre Philly's on it, bro. But Dan Ige victims on that card. But hey, I'll see you guys in the next video, bro. Laters.